Hi guys, it's Mrs. Delorme. Today we're going to learn about misleading graphs and statistics. So you're going to learn how to recognize a misleading graph. Graphs are used to persuade advertisers and others may accidentally or intentionally present information in a misleading way, maybe to make you sign up for something or to buy something. Okay. So here is a graph that's talking about the stock value. And this is misleading, and I highlighted it here. Why? It's not, the intervals are not equal. So it goes up by 10, 10, 4. So that is a misleading graph, okay? Intervals should always be equal. Here's another graph, and it's talking about the percentage of return on an investment. So remember, investment is something you put money into to gain more money back. All right, so it looks like it's increasing, it steadies out a little bit, and then it increases more. Well, it looks like they're gaining a lot of money on this, and it's continuing to grow. So I might put my money into this investment. But see how here there's an asterisk, and then it says projected? Projected means that they're anticipating that it's going to go up by this much. It looks like it increased a lot. It could steady out and go straight, like it's starting to slow down. It could do that, but because this graph is increasing drastically, and there's tiny little asterisks saying that this is anticipated, they think that it's going to grow that much, someone might put their money into this account and it might actually not grow that much. So this is a misleading graph. So you want to be careful when looking at these types of graphs. Make sure that you read them very closely. All right, this graph is on preferred juice flavors. The graph appears to indicate that there's significantly more people like grape juice than over cherry and apple. But in fact, there's actually only a small margin of difference. So if you see here, this is 148 people like grape, 144 like cherry. That's only 4 difference, but it looks like it's so big. And the reason it looks that way is because they cut the graph to make it look like a huge difference. So it goes from 0 to 140. So just be careful with that. If you had a graph that went from 0 to 150, counting by like 20 or 25, these bars are going to be very close in size. So this makes it misleading here. All right, here are drink sales. I want to know why this is misleading. It's misleading. See how it only takes up part of the graph? All up here is empty space. Okay, so the graph is too compressed to see much difference between the brands. Okay, so you don't want a graph like this. You want to take up the whole graph. Right, now we're going to look at some word problems and determine whether they would be misleading or not. So it says Sam scored 43 goals for his soccer team during the season. Jacob only scored 2. This makes it sound like Sam is a much better soccer player than Jacob. It only tells you what Sam scored. He scored 43. Jacob scored 2. Why could this be misleading? Because it doesn't say what position they play. Jacob only scored 2. He could be a goalie or he could play most of his time on defense. So we don't know what positions they played. It should say that maybe they play the same position. Okay. All right. 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed prefer ultra clean toothpaste. So based on this statement, it sounds like ultra clean toothpaste is the best. That's what all dentists prefer. That should be the one that you go to. This can be misleading because the statement doesn't give the sample size. It doesn't say how many dentists they surveyed. It also doesn't say what it was compared to. They could have compared ultra clean toothpaste to peroxide. They could have compared it to Joe Smo toothpaste that your next door neighbor made. So it doesn't say what it was compared to. So they could have asked 5 dentists, hey, which one do you prefer, ultra clean toothpaste or Mrs. Delorme's toothpaste that she made at home? And they're going to go with ultra clean probably. Okay, so this is misleading. You want to know what it's compared to. All right, shopping at Save A Lot can save you up to $100 a month. If I go to Save A Lot, am I going to save $100 a month? Not necessarily, because it says up to. So that means that that's the maximum that you can save, but there's no guarantee that you will even save that much money. All right, 2 more, and then we're done. 4 out of 5 breeders recommend pet blend dog food for a healthier coat. This is similar to the last problem. We don't know the sample size, and we don't know what it was compared to. All right, so this is misleading. This one here, Fruity Squares make the cereal 100% more fun. Does Fruity Squares really make it 100% more fun? How can you assess fun? What one thinks is fun, someone else might not think is fun. So that's an opinion. You actually can't measure fun. All right, so this is a misleading statement. What you're going to do now is you're going to go ahead and head to Schoology. You're going to complete your assignment on misleading graphs and statements. If you have any questions, please reach out and email me. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy.